Imagine a belief system older than recorded history, a spiritual tapestry so vast, so intricate, it holds over 1 billion people in its embrace. Hinduism, more than just a religion, it's a way of life, a philosophy, and a mystery that has endured for thousands of years. But what lies at the heart of this ancient faith? What secrets does it guard? What is Hinduism? Is it a collection of myths, or is it the ultimate guide to understanding the universe? How did it shape the culture and identity of one of the most diverse nations on Earth? And most importantly, what can it teach us in the modern world? Hinduism, also known as Sanatana Dharma, eternal duty, is one of the world's oldest and most diverse religions. It originated in the Indian subcontinent and encompasses a wide range of beliefs, practices, philosophies, and traditions. Hinduism does not have a single founder, sacred text, or central authority. Instead, it is a fusion of various cultural and religious practices that have evolved over thousands of years. The origins of Hinduism can be traced back to the Indus Valley civilization around 2500 to 1500 BCE, and the arrival of the Indo-Aryans who brought the early Vedic culture. The Vedas, a collection of ancient hymns and rituals composed around 1500 to 500 BCE, form the foundation of Hindu thought. Over time, interactions between the Vedic traditions and local indigenous beliefs gave rise to a rich tapestry of philosophies, gods, and practices. 1. The Vedic period, focused on rituals, sacrifices, and hymns to deities like Agni, fire, and Indra, war. 2. The Upanishadic period, a philosophical shift that emphasized meditation, self-realization, and the concept of Brahman, universal spirit. 3. The epics and Puranas. Stories like the Ramayana and Mahabharata popularized Hindu ideals and values. 4. The Bhakti movement, a devotional movement emphasizing personal relationships with deities like Krishna and Shiva. Hinduism is highly diverse, but there are key concepts that many Hindus share. First, there's the belief in Brahman. Brahman is the ultimate reality or universal spirit that pervades all existence. It is formless, infinite, and eternal. Individual souls, or Atman, are considered manifestations of Brahman. Next, we have Dharma, or righteous duty. Dharma refers to living in harmony with moral and ethical principles. It varies based on one's age, caste, gender, and stage of life. Then there's karma and reincarnation. Karma is the law of cause and effect. Every action has consequences. Souls undergo reincarnation, cycling through birth, death, and rebirth, known as samsara, until achieving liberation, or moksha. Speaking of moksha, it is the ultimate goal where the soul is freed from the cycle of samsara and reunites with Brahman. This can be achieved through paths like knowledge, or jnana, devotion, or bhakti, and selfless action, known as karma yoga. Hinduism also embraces both polytheism and monotheism. It includes many deities such as Vishnu, Shiva, and Devi, the goddess, each representing different aspects of Brahman. Some Hindus worship a single deity while acknowledging others as manifestations of the same divine reality. The scriptures are vast and diverse, divided into two categories: Shruti, or revealed texts, which include the Vedas and Upanishads, and Smriti, or remembered texts, which include epics like the Ramayana and Mahabharata and the Bhagavad Gita. Finally, spiritual practices are an integral part of Hindu life. Common practices include prayer, meditation, yoga, rituals, festivals, and pilgrimages to sacred sites like Varanasi and the Ganges River. Hinduism is not monolithic. It includes many schools of thought such as Advaita Vedanta, which is non-dualism and teaches that the soul and Brahman are one. Dvaita Vedanta, which is dualism and emphasizes the distinction between the individual soul and God. Shaivism, which focuses on the worship of Shiva. Vaishnavism, which centers on the worship of Vishnu and his avatars. And Shaktism, which is the worship of the goddess or Shakti. Today, Hinduism continues to evolve and adapt, influencing and being influenced by global cultures. It remains a way of life for millions, emphasizing tolerance, inclusivity, and spiritual growth.